Hey guys, this is Crypto Spook,
And this is Moriarty.
and today we're bringing you a game called Minion Masters.
Super cool.
It is a fun game, which kind of reminds me of Magic the Gathering.
You know, that's really weird because I was like, I'm going to bring up the fact that this reminds me of Magic, and that's going to be a really unique thought.
No, that was not a unique thought. You were incorrect. But it's very much so like Magic the Gathering. However, it's not turn-based. It's just whoever has mana first. And I think that if you control those bridges for longer, then you gain mana faster. Is that correct?
No, it's not that you gain mana faster, it's that you gain experience faster, which gives you various perks depending on the hero unit that you have as your big boss.
Oh, that makes sense. I actually had a really good time playing it. I didn't think I would. It is fun. It's super fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a really, really very cool game. They sent us the free-to-play version as opposed to the $19 premium package, which allowed us to kind of experience the game as a normal player will experience it in the future, which is great. And I tell you, I've so far put in 5 hours into this game. That's way more than I ever put into a little game anymore. I just don't do that anymore.
So the other thing that it reminds me of is Hearthstone. Seems kind of like Hearthstone, you know?
Any sort of card-based game that you think of, there's definitely an aspect of that here. Let's explain a little bit about what the game is. You have two different masters who are battling each other.
Controlling the battlefield and spawning monsters, which all cost a certain amount of mana to cast.
From your deck of 10 cards, which rotates, and you always have 4 cards in your hand. No matter what, you always have 4 cards.
Well, you know, I didn't think about that, because I was thinking about this game so much like Magic that I didn't realize there's only 10 cards. I'm going to get them so often. I was thinking I've got, a 40 card deck.
No, it's just 10 cards, and that means that that card will show up again and again and again and again. And you can actually plan around the idea of having a card show up multiple times, as opposed to in a Magic or a Hearthstone where once you've played that card, it is gone. So the entire idea is that you're trying to defeat the other person's castle, sort of like those games, where you throw catapult stuff over to the other person.
Oh yeah, what was that game called? Oh, that was so much fun.
But it's a game like that, only it's also got card mechanics in it, and it's also got lanes like in a MOBA where you're controlling the top or the bottom lane. There is no jungle area or mid.
And there's 4 or 5 microcurrencies.
There are a lot of microcurrencies. I haven't had to use any of them, and you do get them from playing. I don't feel like I'm pressured to buy anything, which is good.
So the only issue that I had was that while playing against your friends, you don't gain cards or unlocks or experience or anything like that, which kind of made me a little bit mad because, this game's really fun. Why are you automatically assuming that just because I'm playing with my friend, I'm going to cheat and let him just wreck my people?
Yeah, but I feel like that's one of those things, right?
Yeah, I understand why they do it, but I didn't like it.
I feel like it's really common, though. That's why you can't play a friend in Hearthstone. That's why all these things just don't happen that way. I get why they did it, I really do. Altogether, though, I really had a lot of fun with this game. I don't think that the microtransactions, which are obviously there, are obtrusive. I don't think that they're painful. I don't think that they are trying to rip me off.
They didn't, because I did quite a few times when I leveled up, I got one of the different microcurrencies. I don't even think that's the correct term for it.
There are several currencies in this game.
There's 4. That irritated me that there were so many, but I understand why they did it. No, okay, I'm not going to say that. I don't understand why they have 4. It doesn't make any sense.
That's true. I don't really know why there's several different currencies like that. But there are several currencies. Lots of currencies. And there's lots of unnecessary obfuscation of the upgrade system, of the card system. You've got shards for making cards. You've got rubies for buying masters, but you can also buy them with shards. And then you've got gold, which can be used to buy boosters to give you cards. And then you've got the boosters themselves. And then you've got unlocks. Then you've also got weekly masters, free masters, buying masters, different arenas. Most of it seems to be pretty much cosmetic, except for the cards, which you can only either get from a card unlock, which you can buy with gold or rubies, and rubies you can buy with real money, and then it's just very complicated, and I don't think it needs to be. You know, Hearthstone, which is probably the most successful card-based game out today, I think it's not even arguable that it's more successful than Magic has been in several years. In that game, you can buy card boosters, or you can not buy card boosters.
And it's almost like that game is just amazing. Like, you know, you can play it in person, you can play it on your own.
I actually remember driving into a Best Buy because they were doing a Hearthstone get-together deal where you could go in and get special cards and stuff by playing together on their LAN. But that kind of stuff, I don't think it needs to be this complicated, and it feels kind of shady to have it that kind of complicated. Like they're trying to make it more difficult to understand what you're doing. I don't think you need to do that. It doesn't feel pressured because you don't have to buy anything to play the game, and you can go through and do everything and have a good time and have a lot of fun. And you do unlock this stuff, but it just doesn't need to be that complicated, and I really do hope that they take that idea and just kind of get rid of it. You don't need to have 15 different types of monetization, because it feels, once you do that, like you're trying to make it a mobile game, like you're lying to me, you don't want me to understand how much money I've spent on your game kind of deal. I just don't think that's necessary.
No, it's certainly not necessary. So one thing I would like to point out is that Moriarty played this game a significant amount more than I did before we started playing against each other, and he had quite a few more cards that I wish I had.
This is incorrect. I had no more cards in my hand than he did.
That is correct. We both had 10 cards. However, he did have quite a few different cards, which I did not have. I actually liked this game so much that I went and I played it extensively after we finished recording. It really is a fun game.
And I will tell you, here's the thing. Most often what happens when we get a game, even if it's a good game, even if it's a great game, we have to move on. Our calendar is full, and we have to move on and record something else. After a while, it becomes, okay, I'm looking for a short, enjoyable experience, and that's why we tend to just kind of go back to Counter-Strike, because we know the game really well. We can play the game for 15 minutes if we want to, and we're done.
Well, I mean, that's true, but that said, we played quite a bit of Magic the Gathering when it came out in 2013, 14.
With this game, an average match, and I've played, I want to say 50 or 60 matches online now, an average match is about 3 minutes.
But yeah, that sounds about right. They do go really quick.
So you can jump in, let's say you're waiting for a video to render, which I'm sure you're not, but you know, that's in the life of me, that's something that I'm typically doing. So I'm waiting for a video to render, I've got 20 minutes to spare, I can go jump in and play a couple of games. I'm waiting for lunch to finish, I can go jump in and play a couple of games. It's really, really fast. You click on, go online, it finds you a match, you're playing that match, 3 minutes later you have won or lost, and then you're clicking play online and going again. The only time there's ever a break in the flow of the game is if you get a level up or you completed a daily reward or something like that, where you get a very, very short and skippable animation of a chest opening and you getting something.
Yep, and it is skippable.
One of the things I really liked is everything's skippable. Everything's skippable. So if you unlock a card, it's going to show you a little roulette, and it's going to do the CSGO crate thing and spin around showing you all the really good stuff you're not going to get. And then you're going to get, you know, your random blue card. You can just clickety and it goes right away, which is great. It's fantastic. I love anything that allows me to get through that kind of stuff quicker. Even in the store, there's no obnoxious anything. Buy the thing, are you sure? Yes, bought, done. Buy the thing, are you sure? Yes, bought, done. It's great. Super, super fast. It keeps you in the flow of the game. I love games that keep me in the game. It was really, really well done in that fashion. I'm still not a fan of the multiple currencies, and I don't see why they have it. It feels kind of slimy to have them there. Even though the game itself doesn't further pressure you, I feel like maybe they should probably consider consolidating that. I don't see a need to have shards and rubies and coins and boosters and like there's just too much there, and it feels like they're trying to obfuscate the fact that you're potentially paying money for items, and I don't think that needs to be there. I get that they have league ranking items and they have your actual microcurrencies, and then they have... I get why they did it. I just feel like it could have been done better.
So what do you think would have been included if we had got the non-free-to-play version of the game?
Probably those currencies.
Oh, you think we would have gotten like, here's 50 of these, here's 50 of these, and it retails for $19.99.
Only if you want to play it right now.
Oh, because it's early access, I see.
It is early access. You can go ahead and buy that, and you can play it right now. If you do that, then you're buying the premium package, which will continue even after this game eventually goes free to play.
Now the question is, do I get to keep the stuff that I unlocked during this early access period? Because if they do a reset, then I would be royally pissed.
You will have a riot, and I will be at its forefront.
So you're saying you like this game enough that you might actually regularly continue playing it?
I think so. It's a good mashup of a lot of different genres. It's got your trading card game, so you've got a little bit of the Hearthstone, the Magic the Gathering on there. It's a MOBA, so you've got your top lane, bottom lane Dota stuff going on. It's a strategic, RTS kind of. You've got counters and it's just super neat. I have never played a game where I have consistently wanted to build my item after someone else.
That's true. I mean, it kind of adds in a little bit of an element of chess to it as well.
Absolutely. That's the thing. This game has a lot of really cool stuff on there. If you don't want to spend the $19.99, I totally get it. You're going to play this game when it's free to play. It's a really good time. It's just super, super neat.
So guys, that's Minion Masters. Let us know what you think in the comments down below.
If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the Patreon.
And we'll see you on the next one.